Hey yo, thanks for tuning in to Celeb Source, your source for celeb news. Now today we have, hey yo man, we got 50 Cent clowning Tony Yayo for doing the unthinkable, man. We gonna tell you a little bit about that, alright? We also got MIA coming for Beyoncé. She coming for everybody, man. She coming for everybody. She ain't playing, man. Alright. We also got folks burning people and getting caught out there on social media, man. We gonna tell you a little bit about that. We got folks speaking on on Drake once again, man. This man can't get out the news. Again, thanks for tuning in to Celeb Source Show. If this is your first time to the channel, man, be sure to hit that like button if you feel any part of the content. We definitely appreciate that. That notification bell's waiting for your task, so go and give it a tap. And that subscribe button's waiting for your subscription, man. So go on touch that to you. So we setting this one off, right? With 50 Cent clowning Tony Yayo for doing the unthinkable, man. You know what I mean? Look, while he was on the plane. Look, you thought the other dude going to town on the plane was wild. Tony Yayo got caught doing something that might have been even worse. Take a look.
Yeah, it's a long flight. Show me something to go out. Listen to some music. Nah, listen to music right now. Who you listening to? Kendrick shit. That's because you know I'm. They get it fast. You listen to Kendrick. Nigga, that's Drake. Yeah, that's Drake you got in there.
But the niggas from G-Unit didn't give him nothing. I gave him stuff.
He already got what he got for bringing the motherfucker to me. So how did you give me something? If you already
You're 50 cents, bro.
It's already on his house.
You're 50 cents, bro.
When did you buy something for me? That's what I asked him.
I bought you the ring. You're 50 cents.
You did not bring me the ring. You brought me a nigga. You was already out.
Make sure you get your tickets. 50cent.com. Playing in Hollywood, Las Vegas, from December 27th to January 4th. It's a movie. 6 exclusive shows. Be there. It's a movie.
Back in New York. I'm on my way to AC tonight. You already know about it.
I'm hood, I'm so hood, I'm ghetto like a motherfucker.
DJ Drama!
I'm hood, I'm so hood, I'm ghetto like a motherfucker. I go hard full time, duck when I hold mine. I run from one time, fuck a PvP.
Look, that man tried to lie and say it was Kendrick. He said it was Kendrick's G&A. 50 was like, okay, if that was Kendrick, you get a pass. You get a pass. When in reality, right? It was Drake. Let me tell you something, man. Let me tell you something. Look. Why you trying to lie for? You ain't got to lie, Craig. You ain't got to lie. Listen, man. I was listening to Family Matters, right? In the studio, sitting at the light, right? Windows down, okay? Bumping the joint, right? Cause I think the joint's hard. Why another car pull up beside me and I lowered the volume? You know what I'm saying? I drove off in shame, man. Am I a sucker for that? I know you in the comments going ham on a brother. But whatever, man. You know what I mean? Look, I listen to it in order, though. I listen to Family Matters, then I listen to Euphoria. Well, I mean, that's not really in order. But I have to listen to it like that. See, I have to listen to it like that because in Euphoria, Kendrick says, we don't want to hear you say nigga no more, right? And then Drake gets his Jewish mom to say, maybe in this song, we shouldn't start by saying, and then he weaponizes the word nigga, and it's in every line. Listen to it, okay? The man said, if Drake shooters doing TikToks, nigga, realest shooter in your gang, that's peace, brother. Y'all ain't getting ish shot, nigga. Can't listen to the stick talk in falsetto, save it for the hip hop, nigga. You ain't even at home, dog. You a souvenir out the gift shop, nigga. Still mad about that one. I ain't even F, I just lip lock with her. I get active when it's wartime. I ain't even really let my ick drop, nigga. What the F I heard Rick drop, nigga. Talk about a nose job, nigga. Old Zempic got a side effect of jealousy the doctor never told y'all niggas. I mean, every single line. He said, and then he goes, who's next on the list? Which one of my so-called niggas? Which one my so-called niggas? With the ER, man. You know what I'm saying? I was like, damn. He said, I always knew I had to smoke y'all niggas. I said, golly, why you keep using that ER, man? You're not supposed to use the ER, bruh. You from Canada. Listen, man. Now, never mind. Now, people from Canada could use it, I guess, right? But I mean, like, who's gonna tell them they can't? Okay, you. Listen. I still think Family Matters was ghostwritten, though. I think it was ghostwritten. Because I want you to look at this clip right here. Take a look.
You know what it is? It's Hot 97 is the station. Funkmaster Flex, I run the city. My man Drake is in the building. We shut it down.
Give me something for the city.
If you just stepped into New York.
Young Drizzy, yeah. All right, I told you. New York, man, you gotta understand, I've been on the road for like 2 months, just grinding it out, you know what I'm saying? I've been on the road really, like, doing these shows every night. So I'm coming, ooh. Is how you feel tonight, Flex? Hold up. See, you called me off now. You called me all the way off now. Yeah. All right. I'm gonna get this. Hold on. Can we come back? Can we do it? Can we come?
See, hopefully that played, man. It looked like bro had nothing. You know what I mean? Look, Ghost Rider was like, yo, I'm arguing with my lady right now. I'm about to crash out, man. Look, I ain't sending you no freestyle, nigga. You know what I'm saying? He's like, damn, man, I need it right now for Flex. Well, Flex, you ain't getting no freestyle, okay? Ghost Rider's arguing with his lady. Anyway, take a listen to what Charleston White had. Wait a minute, hold on now, but don't leave, man. Come on, look, the man be spitting truth, man. He be making sense. Look, just hear him out. Just hear him out, man. Just hear what he has to say. Don't be like that. Take a listen to what Charleston White had to say on Drake. Take a listen real quick.
I stay on the porch, because they know you can't go out there and play with them kids. Kick back over here, Drake. Yeah, that nigga name say weak. Aubrey can't play with no Kendrick. Yeah, you heard that nigga story. That nigga grew up rough. Yeah, get your ass back on the porch, Aubrey. What's wrong with you? Them kids will eat you alive. Your name Aubrey?
Aubrey.
Oh, man, they can't play with Leroy, Tyrone, Kendrick, Curtis, Jimmy, James. He can't. You can't even run the ball with them. We can't yell and cry. But he always had the Jews behind him. How he claimed this unfair? Man, let Kendrick have his little, come on, my nigga, all that money you got.
And look, he always had the Jews behind him, man. He said, look, he said he can't say it was unfair because he always had the Jews behind him. Was he speaking facts though, or no? You know what I mean? Ain't nobody trying to hear all that. It was unfair talk though. Real talk. Ain't nobody trying to hear all of that. Bro will get absolutely no sympathy, especially from the culture. That's why all the other artists just sitting back and watching how it's gonna play out. Okay, they waiting to see the spanking. Okay, the man brought up payola as a situation and the whole night. Now here's Charleston White on this is a side story. Should I even play this one today? I don't even know. Let me play this one for you just because Charleston White on what a real church is, because I know some of y'all looking for a real church. Take a listen to what he said. Take a listen to what he said real quick.
Real churches don't close. Real churches are open 24/7. You can go sleep on the bench. You can go use the bathroom. You can go get something to eat. That's why the word of God says you're supposed to bring your tithes to the storehouse. It's the storehouse. Your tithes is not money. The preacher wants the money. God wants you to come store things up in here. Wheat, grain, blankets, pillowcases, beanie hats, diapers, tampons. You come store it here to come out and feed the people. God told the church people, leave outside the church and go out amongst the people and find these lost souls. Show me a church that's doing that. Not a one. They all going inside the church and hey, y'all coming here. Y'all coming here. And nigga, they go bother you about your money. They ain't got nothing to give you for your money. They ain't got a motherfucker. They see that woman ain't changed his baby diaper. They ain't say, Sister Carolyn, say we got some diapers for you. We got some white for you. Say, sister, I see you got 3 little girls. Say, make sure sister get a month's worth of socks and tampons for them little girls she come. They ain't doing that. You can't get help with nothing.
Hey, look, I don't know what he talking about, bro. I don't know what he talking about, man. What he talking about? You know what I mean? Because I had church people show up at my door, bro. You know what I mean? And they literally, and when I say literally, I don't mean like really. I mean like they actually did this. They literally stocked my cabinets with food, okay? And the church donated to me a car because your boy was struggling. I was struggling. You know what I'm saying? They donated to me a whole car, and they didn't ask me to join their church. And this is no shade to the black church, but it was a white church. You know what I mean? Not to make it color based, but I'm just saying. You know what I mean? Just to let you know. Because you know what I'm saying? You can get wrapped up in color and stuff like that. I've fed people through the black church, but I've been given a car, an old Saturn I had. You know what I'm saying? From the white church. And the car worked. Okay? Here's what's crazy, man. Like when I got the car, like my coworker was the one that told me, like, yo, the church is giving out, like they donate, like if you need a car even, because I ain't had no vehicle at the time, she was like, yo, if you need a car, you can go to the church. You know what I'm saying? And so my coworker put me on, and I found out they did have some cars at the church. You know what I'm saying? There was a nice car. It was like a clean Buick or something like that. And they had a Volkswagen, just 2, okay? They gave me the choice of which one I wanted. The person that put me onto it, her daughter needed a car. You follow me? So I was like, well, you know what I'm saying? I can't take the nice car when she the one that put me onto it. So I took the Volkswagen. And then she got the Buick. You know what I mean? While her car broke down in like 3 to 6 months. And my joint ran for years, man. You know what I'm saying? Same church that stocked up my cabinets and didn't ask me to show up. That's what I'm saying. I don't know what Charleston White talking about. Okay? But I listened. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Look, he needs to see some of the churches where I'm at. You like, yo, where that church at? Hey, look, man, just pray. God will lead you there. That's what I did. You know what I mean? I prayed my heart out. And the church called me the next day. They called me the next day. I prayed, I screamed and prayed in my bathroom. I remember I was in the shower and everything, you know what I'm saying? I was screaming. I was in an apartment complex. People was probably banging on the walls like, shut up. You know what I mean? I was sitting there screaming and praying, and but I was screaming, I was yelling. I wasn't screaming, I was yelling. You know what I mean? I was like, I'm your servant. I'm your servant. You know what I'm saying? And the church called me the next day like, hey, we got a call for you, bro. We got 2. Which one you want? I was like, oh, words like that? Okay, Lord. Sexy Red's ex is mad, saying that she burned him. You're like, what? Yeah, he can't believe that Sexy Red burned him. It must also be news to him that water is wet, the sky is above his head, and Christopher Columbus discovered America. Listen, he must not know basic facts, okay? Like you do. Take a listen to what this man had to say. Yeah, take a listen real quick.
Man, bitch, I got an infinity clip, you know that. Why you steady playing on this internet, bitch? Yo, why you lying? Do all your niggas know what's going on with you? Do you tell them niggas you burning, or do you lie to them like you did me? Or is you lying to them niggas how you did me? Or is you lying? Or did you lie to me? Did you lie? Did you tell them the truth? Or did you tell them the truth? When you gonna keep it gangster? Hey, and when you gonna keep it gangster? When you gonna keep it gangster? You bitch, that's what you did. You lied to me for 6 months, and then you told me you had that shit. So if y'all don't know how HSV2 type 1 or 2 work, this how this shit go. You can't get rid of that shit. If you fuck somebody that got this shit while they having an outbreak, then you can contract it. But if you don't, you won't contract it. So for all my bitches that I put that dick on in the past or in the future, I don't got this shit and my paperwork coming up. Cause I could bust some paperwork. I ain't no faking ass nigga. If I get on her and tell y'all that, y'all know I ain't gonna tell y'all no lies on my daughter. If I had this shit, I'd wear it on my chest. Fuck you talking about young boy got this shit. He ain't doing no faking. He ain't doing no faking on my daughter. A tornado flew around.
That man, so it may have been hard to hear her responses, but I listened very closely because I'm like that. He said, do you tell your other ninjas that you burning, or did you lie to them like you did me? First off, he started off by saying, you know I got an infinity clip. You know I got an infinity clip. I said, what? He said, do you tell your other ninjas that you burning, or did you lie to them like you did me? She said, everybody getting burnt. I don't give a cuff. Let me repeat what she said. The person, I just bit my lip. The person my lips ain't that big. The person on the phone said, everybody getting burnt. I don't give a cuff. I said, God, the game is cold out here, man. You know what I'm saying? You thought it was cold when you stepped out your house. It's cold out here, man. Everybody getting burnt. I don't give a cuff. He was like, was you lying or was you telling the truth? When you gonna keep it gangster? She said, gangster about what, sir? Who are you to lie to, right? He said, yo, that's what you did. You lied to me for 6 months. She said, I hope you get AIDS. I said, golly, I'm not gonna say it. Because does she? I don't know. I hope you get AIDS. I said, damn, it's cold out there, man. Y'all better zip it up. Zip the thing back. You're better off catching your ding in your zipper before you stick in your thing in some of these people, man. Because it's crazy out here. I mean, I hope you don't got kids listening. How bad y'all want to bust that nut? Real talk. Really, man. Like, how bad you want to bust? You know what I'm saying? I mean, how bad is it? How bad is it really? Okay? You ain't know that she... whatever. It ain't worth it, man. even if she ain't burning, I'm not even talking about that artist or nothing like that. I'm just saying, right? Even if the person you might be like, yeah, I want to get into that. Like, even if that person ain't burning, there should be quality traits. There should be like character traits that are red flags to you that you probably shouldn't, you know what I'm saying, stick your penis into this sewer. You know what I mean? Don't stick your hot dog into the oven. Look, you like the dude from Polar Express with the glasses with the finger up. Like, actually, celeb, a lot of people cook their hot dogs in the oven because it cooks at an even 370. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying the sky is blue. You know what I mean? Ain't nobody tell you that, man. The sky's blue, bruh. It's blue. You know what I mean? Water's wet. Folks burn. Damn. And bro said, you know I got an infinity clip. I said, is he saying what I think he's saying? Let me know what you think. What he meant by that? Tell me in the comments below, because your boy needs some help. You know what I'm saying? Oh, no, don't tell me I'm at the end of my stories. How long is this? I got to add another story. That was way too short. I'm beginning to have a little bit of fun. So let me see if I can add this one on here. Let me give you the story about, who we got over here, man? Do we have anybody? Yeah, we had something yesterday. Didn't we have something yesterday? Well, are you gonna say it? Are you going to talk about it? All right, fine. Let me give you this one about payola. Okay, all of us heard of payola, right? But Torre has provided a bit more insight into the practice of payola. I want you to take a listen to what he had to say.
What do you mean Drake is right? If two things can be right at the same time, then yes, he is partly right. For Drake to come out and shout about this happening is him making it clear to everyone the underbelly of the system that he has been benefiting from. And you know what? It's kind of like corporate level snitching. Like he's saying, that company that I work with, we have done this crime many times in the past, which is why I know they did this crime against me with Kendrick. It's snitching. But Drake isn't wrong that payola is a gigantic part of how the music industry functions. Of course, Not Like Us benefited from payola because every record that blows up benefits from payola. Payola is pay for play, when record labels pay money to get records played on the radio or put on Spotify type playlists. On Rap Latte this week, my co-host King Green, who is a signed recording artist, said it costs about $250,000 to make a record a hit. There's about 1,000 truly influential radio stations in America, and yes, radio is still important, and each of them adds about 3 new songs each week. Record labels spend hundreds of millions of dollars a year to get those 3 spots, but they don't always or usually give the money directly to radio. Generally, there's middlemen, independent promoters, indies, who are the people who are given the money to give to radio stations. Every song you hear on the radio, somebody paid money for that song to be there on that station. And it costs about $1,000 to $3,000 to get a song added to one radio station, but you can spend more than that if it's a priority. In the era of Spotify and other streamers, it's all about getting on playlists. If you get a song on their today's top hits playlist, that will add 20 million streams to your song. So labels will buy ads on Spotify and things like that to get their records onto these playlists. There is no doubt that a lot of money was spent to push Not Like Us up the charts. And of course, we really love the song, so we wanted to hear it, but every song that blows up has hundreds of thousands of dollars put behind it for it to blow up at radio and on Spotify. Payola is the reason why Drake drops a new song and suddenly it's playing everywhere. Lots of money has been splashed around to get that record played and to get it on the big playlists.
See that, man? See, a lot of these artists aren't big on their own, man. You know what I mean? They've been made big by a machine that pays for their popularity, man. It's not like, that's crazy, man. But a lot of the celebrities that we see are made big by a machine that thinks that knows that, hey, look, we can make a lot of money off of this character or this personality. You follow me? It's not that everybody likes a lot of these artists, and so therefore they're always streaming their stuff. We are made to believe that a lot of people like certain artists. You know how you see certain artists, you'd be like, oh, I can't stand this personality. How the hell are they even popular? Who made them popular? It's an industry that's making you believe that people like them. You follow me? It's not that everybody likes the artist. We're made to believe that everybody does. And human psychology is largely involved in the process. You know that, right? There are certain cognitive biases, the ways that you think, right, that influence our decision making. See, the bandwagon effect, where people are more likely to adopt behaviors and preferences if they see other people doing the same thing, okay? When you constantly hear a song, right, you believe it to be popular. And so you join in and you begin to like it too. You're like, not me, whatever, okay? You got the availability bias. You think something is important based on how easily it comes to your mind. You got the mere exposure bias. Payola's activating all of these. The mere exposure bias, when you're constantly exposed to something, and because you're constantly exposed to it, your positive feelings towards it begin to increase. You follow me? You start to have a preference to it. You know what I mean? I don't even like the beat for Not Like Us, but I heard it so much, I like it now. You follow me? The lyrics, personally, I think they're perfect. Okay. Payola activates the all kinds of the authority bias. People trust or value the opinions and choices endorsed by a perceived authority. I was just thinking about, I want to go back to the mere exposure joint. I think the mere exposure joint is why a lot of dudes get girls, because sometimes they be all up in the girl's face and the girl can't be like, he always up in my face. Yeah, every time I turn around, there he is. And I can't stop thinking about him. I think I like him. That's how it is. You know what I'm saying? It happens all the time. Confirmation bias, the scarcity effect, which highlights what's mainstream and what's underground. See, the scarcity effect. See, if this, let's say this channel right here, right? Let's say this channel right here hit 5 million subscribers. We become mainstream. You know what I'm saying? If we become mainstream, folks will be in the comments like, yo, he ain't underground anymore. He mainstream. Yo, celeb, you changed. You don't went mainstream. You know what I'm saying? Psychology is deep. It's no longer this underground, deep, niche thing that we would have. You follow me? Psychology is deep. That's why I majored in that joint. You know what I'm saying? Because if I know how people behave and why they behave the way they do, the power of influence can increase. You understand? Does that make sense to you? You like, can you go on to the next thing? Why are you always trying to rush me for, man? You know what I'm saying? Now, academics has spoke on a deal, right, that the artist Drake may have gotten locked into, which explains a lot of why we see him bro in our media, whatchamacallit. And I know some of y'all are like, yo, why you always keep talking about Drake all the time? And we're trying to talk about the trending topics. We're trying to talk about the trending topics. Can we do that, please? You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to your job telling you what to do. I mean, come on, man. Just let me do my thing, man. Just let me rock. Let me cook, bro. Let me cook. You follow me? Take a listen to what DJ Academic said. You like, oh, you gonna let DJ Academics cook for you? Whatever. Just take a listen to what he had to say, man. Gosh.
So this is what I'm hearing. So Drake supposedly in this $400 million deal, he had one more deliverable, which is the Party Next Door album. Now, prior to the beef in May, there was going to be a last project that would then catapult Drake into his next deal. It's like basketball. These guys are like restricted free agents, right? You don't let them become a free agent before you negotiate and lock them into another deal. What happens is when you're at your last project, y'all start talking. It's like contract here. Think about NBA. All right, you playing basketball. Sometimes they be like, yo, I'm too injured to play. When it's contract here, you suck up that injury, you got to play because you want that bigger contract next. Here's the interesting thing. Before Drake could drop that and then potentially be a free agent, he's been negotiating. He's been thinking, I'm going to go get a bigger payday, maybe $600 million. The beef happens, and from what I've been, told, the conversations have severely not gone in Drake's favor. The re-upping or whatever, it's just not what Drake would think.
See that? See, I thought the play was to give the artist a deal bigger than what they could pay back. You follow me? Like you're giving them more money than they're able to generate so that they constantly owe you, like a payday loan. You see what I'm saying? I mean, maybe it is still a bit of that, like on the front end, because a lot of people ain't gonna just let you walk away with money. Not if they can help it, which is why wise investments make the difference. Oh wait, I think Soulja Boy is making his way to the stage of social media. Let's see if bro has any insights that he could share on making investments to keep your ship afloat. Take a listen.
And I'll really be busy. Now I got time. When I got time to put our together, it's just like 1% of the that I got. You know what I'm saying? I got scattered all across the world. You know what I'm saying? Bro, I'm finna tell y'all a true story. I did a show in Japan when I was 17. I put 100,000 in the bank. I ain't never touched it. They told me with the interest that it'll grow. If I just left it in there for a year or two, I'd have been lit. It's been like 17 years, and I ain't never touched $1. I know I'm rich as you know what I'm saying? Like, it's so much shit I done did throughout my career that I got land in motherfucking the United Kingdom. Where's my other? Where my island at? I got some land in what the shit called? 100 acres in Great Britain. Like, I so much the world don't know about me. Like,
and you know what? And you know what about Soulja Boy? I believe him. I fully believe him. Putting 100K into a high yield savings account with an annual percentage yield of 3 to 5% would give you, let's say you had 100K, right? It would give you 3 to 5K a year. You understand what I just said? You know what I mean? Imagine if you put $1 million into a high yield saving account at 3 to 5% annual percentage yield, right? At the end of the year, it would yield, if you put $1 million in, it would give you at 3 to 5%, it would give you 30K or even 50K maybe, if my math is correct. You know what I'm saying? Does that make sense? Look, you just got to find a bank that will pay the high API. You know what I mean? Which that's part of the trick. I think most of them is like 0.01. You know what I mean? So that 3 to 5 is wild. But I think there's some banks that could do it. Okay. You just got to find a bank that got that high APY. Okay. You like to laugh. That's the problem. I could barely get my hands on 100K, let alone $1 million. Well, we talk about like when your ship come in, right? You know what I'm saying? Like when your come up happens. Just keep playing the lotto, fam. It's gonna come. But don't play the lotto, okay? For real, all right? That's broke people behavior. You're like, but I don't. And I'm still broke. Well, look, I don't know what to tell you, man. You know what I'm saying? You better go to prison and get shot a couple times to make an album or something like that. Because what do you want me to tell you? You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, let me go to my shout-outs real quick. Let me see what we got on deck, man. Who we got for the shout-outs this time, man? What's my time looking like? Let's see. 18 minutes? Oh, it look like 18 minutes, maybe a little bit more. All right, let's see who we got. All right, who we got over here, man? All right, look. Mint, what is it? Mentally Master? Mentally Master said, yo, hey, Celeb, great show, man. I heard you say that God is a jealous God, man, but jealousy is a deadly sin. Can you expand on that, please? And thanks. All right, so, the scriptures do teach that God is a jealous God. That's what God said in I think it was Exodus, right? Exodus 20, right? He said that he's a jealous God. Now, here's the thing, man. God has jealousy, humans have jealousy. But the difference is that with God, his jealousy is a righteous jealousy. It's a pure jealousy, and it's rooted in his nature, which is holy. You understand what I'm saying, man? So when God is being described as jealous, it essentially means that he desires exclusive worship from his creation. Not because he's insecure, like we tend to be, but because he knows that idolatry and disobedience is harmful. You understand what I'm saying, man? Human jealousy, on the other hand, it's usually stems from like selfishness or insecurity or envy or foolish things like that. All right. Now, let's say, for example, you got like a husband or a wife and stuff like that. If a spouse is unfaithful, feeling jealous is not sinful. You understand? Because it shows that there was like a violated commitment and the desire to restore like faithfulness. Okay, so God's jealousy is very similar to that of a loving spouse, all right, who is zealous for our love. You follow what I'm saying, man? It's protective. It is loving, and it's not petty, and it's not insecure like human jealousy. You get what I'm saying, man? Hopefully that kind of can clear it up a little bit, man. Okay. Who else we got over here, man? We got, all right, War and Peace. War and Peace said, yo, it's hard to follow a religion that's rooted in evil. See, y'all be having a lot of questions about this. I wasn't going to really cover anything on this, but you said you asking. War and Peace said, yo, Celeb, why you never talk about the Christian Crusades and all the people that were slaughtered in the name of Jesus, scientists and mathematicians? Well, just because they slaughtered in the name of God, that doesn't necessarily mean that they rocking for God. There are people that right now in the Middle East will chop your head off for their quote unquote God. You understand what I'm saying? I don't mean that you actually doing it for God. You understand? Which I don't think in that case with the Crusades, I don't think they were doing it for God. I think they were doing it for conquest and power a lot of times. All right. He said, Accused of witchcraft, burned at the stake if their beliefs didn't align with Christianity. Okay, so he's saying some people were accused of witchcraft and were burned at the stake if they didn't align with Christianity, and also go into hiding from the church to avoid persecution. I mean, do you know the history? And where in the Bible did Jesus ever claim Christianity, or was it established after he left by the Council of Nicaea, where the concept of a virgin birth was conceived? No, they were called Christians at Antioch, man. That's in the book of Acts. Okay, so that's right out the gate. You know what I mean? If you read it in the book of Acts, you'll see that they were first called Christians. All right, just because people do things and they say that they're Christians and then they do things, that don't mean Christianity like advocates what they did. You understand? A lot of times Christianity advocates against what people do, although they call themselves Christian. There's mad people running around here sleeping around like crazy and getting drunk like every week. You know what I'm saying? And Christianity speaks against drunkenness, right? And it also speaks against promiscuity. You know what I mean? But there's a lot of people that claim to be Christian that do that. And you know, look, I heard Future say he was having carnal relations with what's her name, because he believed God wanted him to do that. You know what I'm saying? So just because people are doing something in the name of quote unquote God, you got to actually verify with God's word to see if that is in line with God's spirit. You know what I'm saying? And most of the times you see it ain't. Respect my OG-ness, said, yo, hey celeb, this is why I smoke medical cannabis. Is whole plant marijuana or chemicals in the plant used for medicinal purposes. Cannabinol, whatever, or CBD, which does not cause psychoactive effects, but has shown some positive effects on certain body systems. This is the part that has been effective in reducing seizures in some people with epilepsy. I did have a lot of seizures, but this included 2 or more meds that have given me peace. Every med has a side effect, and yes, I've been smoking before. Listen, when I mentioned smoking weed and drinking, in reference to the vaccine situation, right? I'm not talking about like medicinal. I'm not talking about it like if you're using it medicinally. I think that God created. See, here's how I look at it, right? The scriptures say that all things were created by Jesus and for Jesus, right? So I think Jesus created the kind of world that, in a situation where if we get sick, the world itself has the capabilities or the components to heal us. You understand? So of course, most medicines, there are things on the planet, leaves, plants, whatever you want to call them, that can heal us, just like certain foods can heal us. You drink ginger when you got a stomach ache or when you're feeling nausea. So I get that. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about, you know what I'm saying, everybody want to be so careful about these vaccines, but then they go get weed from the dude on the corner. They don't know nothing about the dude. They don't know nothing about his background. They don't know if he pissed in the weed. They don't know if he put roach spray on the weed or anything like that. They don't know if he laced it with anything or nothing like that. They just go and smoke it. They just, oh, you got some earth, you got some weed, you got a dub for me? Boom, they get the weed, they just roll it up and smoke it. That's it. They're not checking out the details or the fine facts or anything. They're not even getting it from somebody that is like a qualified, certified physician. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not talking about like what you're talking about. We're talking about 2 different things. You know what I'm saying? Some people use it medicinally, and I get it. Some, you know, I use Motrin. You know what I mean? I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I'm talking about people that, you know what I'm saying, drinking 40 ounces and stuff like that, and smoking weed from the dude that they got from the corner that might could have mixed it with fentanyl, but they have no idea because that dude is just trying to make a little dollar. You know what I mean? Do it the right way. That's what I'm saying. Talisha Rowan said, Jesus is the only king I praise. I wanted to say that openly. That's what's up, man. That's what's up. That's what I'm talking about. She said, yo, you need about 1 million likes for this one, man. It's a shame I can only give one. That's what I'm saying, man. Yo, hit your boy with a like if you appreciate the content. You know what I mean? Sometimes we be trying our best, and sometimes it's a hit, sometimes it's a miss, but yo, man, we just talking on the interwebs and giving you something to listen to, man. Listen, Pure Beauty said, alcohol is a choice. The vaccine wasn't. People lost their jobs and livelihood behind this. Over 59 vax were forced on parents for over 40 years. Alcohol is a choice, yes. And vaccines are a choice too. There's a lot of people that chose not to take it, regardless of what the outcome was. The thing about it is this, man. Whatever you do is a choice. If you choose not to do it, then you're making the choice not to do it and willing to, not willing, but you're going to deal with the consequences of all of your choices. I think that's just what that is. You know what I mean? May say, yo, celeb, your words go a long way. Yeah, I be reading the comments. I be reading a lot of the comments. All right. So I'm just letting you know, those of y'all that are getting impatient. Okay. I read the comments because I think it's important for not only me to be saying what I'm saying, but for you to be saying out loud what needs to be said for thousands of people to listen to it. Okay. May said, Celeb, your words go a long way, especially about the Most High, tuning daily the full experience of what television is supposed to be. That's what I'm talking about. Shout out to you. She's Denise Ruffin said, the studio's alternator went out is hilarious. That's what happens when you bundle. But for real, I hope you got it fixed. Love your show. Yeah. They called me this morning. Like, yeah, we got your joint. We're going to be fixing it today. So I'm waiting to hear what the damage is going to be, man. I'm hoping it ain't like $500 to $700 because I don't feel like dropping that right now. That around the holidays. I guess they like, hey, it's the holidays though. Cliff Hill. Cliff Hill, my man said, Celeb, you got people in Dallas too. God's still working on us. Drop his name. I said, bro, be righteous, my G. Be righteous. You know what I'm saying? I feel you though. Okay? Shout out to you. What's that sound? Okay. You know, I'm hearing the leaves rustle and stuff outside. Lastly, let me give this last shout out, man, to Quiet Storm. She said, it was so insightful when you were speaking on being evenly yoked. I do believe this was my issue. I made so many mistakes when I accepted the man I married. If only I could make sense of the Bible as well as some, or if you were on YouTube in 2009, 2010. Oh well, the red flags hit the roof and he left me, but God bless him. She was the better choice. Wish them the best. So I mean, the thing about it is this. I mean, things happen the way they happen, but you know what? You know, scripture said goodness and mercy follow us all the days of our lives. So even if you did make any kind of mess ups and stuff like that, if you that was part of your experience and it helped make you who you are today. So the good thing is that you can take that piece of information and learn from it and then flip it, because there are things that you learned from that first relationship that made you better. You know what I mean? That, like, it might have been bumpy, but it helped you in some way. It taught you a few things. And when you learn, that's a good thing. You know what I'm saying? Let's wrap this bad boy up, man. All right, look. Let's get to it. Singularity Jackson, shout out to you, okay? She said, look, Celeb, I used to watch videos with people from other countries calling us stupid or uneducated. I believe it now. Don't say that. But no, I feel you. Anyway, look, let's wrap this bad boy up. And finally, listen, man. The artist MIA. Let me take a seat. The artist MIA, man, whose music was hot, is taking claps at everybody, man. Because, well, damn it, they could have done better by her. Take a listen to what she had to say.
But I find it difficult that when people make it, they always fucking turn around and thank Beyoncé, because that's bullshit. And enough is enough. I'm fucking coming for everyone now, because no, the success of all that shit always stems from God motivating me to get the fuck up out of bed and write some fucking songs. And then it changed so many people's destinies, and all these people are multi-millionaires, really successful. Even, you know, Azealia Banks could be talking about how I need to bleach my skin to be accepted in the music world, and that's why no one's fucking supporting me, is because I'm fucking dark skinned. Can fuck off, because even her music career started with Diplo, who I fucking put on the map. So fuck all of them, fuck all these bitches, and even Adele, it's like fucking guns out for this bitch, because she's retired now, but her career would not exist if I hadn't made Jonathan Dickens into a manager who is her manager. She signed to XL because of me. Nick Huggett was my A&R who signed her. And this bitch, when she gets an award, she thanks Beyoncé. And I'm sick and tired of all of these fucking women who don't want to give respect to me because I'm a brown woman in music. Had I been Jewish, black, or anything else, I would not be going through this, and that is facts. If I was white, black, or Jewish. Because you know why? I have been taking the fucking high road for 20 years. And so this is why I think now it's peak. It's peak because This is not about ego. This is about recognizing God. This is why it was very important for me not to compromise myself on many things, like keeping my clothes on and not promoting sex and doing all these other things. There was a reason. So when people use me, then get up to the top and thank fucking Satan, it fucking pisses me off. Yeah, swords out. Swords out. Wow, God picked this random fucking Sri Lankan who was completely incapable. So incapable, no musical training, can't sing, doesn't look good, didn't have the right fucking hair and nails and all the rest of it, or whatever it fucking takes for you to fucking accept a pop star. Like, none of it. I had none of it. None of it. Or she's so like, she's like, so much ego. She thinks she's all that. Like, she thinks But this is why they managed to keep the brown girl in the music industry, which still has the sound that everybody has and still generates careers out of, and never gives me credit. They can't empower God. This is why Adele has to get on the podium and thank Beyoncé, when actually she did it because of my manager, my label, my A&R, and all of the shit I created for her to exist. I can name the list of all the people. Beyoncé herself changed her career to becoming more radical and radicalized and politicized after Borders. You can check your timeline. But she will never say, oh, MIA inspires me. She will never say that. And all of them got to get away with it because they just keep getting praised by the same fucking system that destroys me, because that system which hates me loves Satan. And they know the truth. Underneath, behind the scenes, they know the truth. It's not a joke. And no, I didn't want to drip myself in blood and cover myself and swim in goop, in black goop, and fucking like wear devil horns to fucking sell a record. Fuck that. Or be a witch, or be that, all of that shit. Like, fuck all of them. And that is just facts. And no, I'm not going to bleach my skin. No, I'm not going to get a fucking nose job. No, I'm not going to get a fucking filler. No, I'm not going to fucking like do all this shit. No. Because I'm 100% content, happy, and at peace with exactly how God designed it. That's why.
Yeah, man. She's very frustrated, man. You know what I mean? She said if she was Jewish or black, they wouldn't have done her like that. But because she's brown, they doing her dirty. Hey, look, man, I hear what she's saying, but I think the music industry and the field of entertainment is the type of industry that really could have you feeling that way because it's kind of cutthroat. You know what I mean? Like, maybe that's not the right word, but it's really on some like, yo, this is just business. We don't care about you. We don't care about your color. It might seem like the music industry is personally invested in your life and you. You know how like your job be like saying stuff, oh, well, we're a family. But then when it come down to the come down that you just get cut. You know what I'm saying? Just like, think about it. Drake's taking shots at the industry with his lawsuit. Drake is Jewish, okay? You like, Drake is black. Listen, his mama Jewish, he Jewish, okay? You like, he ain't black? Did I say he wasn't black? I'm saying he's Jewish. I didn't say he wasn't black. I just said he was Jewish. Okay, what is we arguing for? Dang. Never mind that. Drake says the industry burned him on some sexy red. Drake said the industry is sexy red to him, right? They didn't even nominate, the industry didn't nominate Beyoncé at the CMAs. When she did that pro-black Super Bowl performance, they gave her the business for that too. So that's Beyonce catching it. You understand? Prince had an issue with the industry. Michael Jackson had an industry. A bunch of ninjas had an issue with the industry. You follow me? That's why a lot of them be like, yo, man, F all that. White or black, it really don't matter. I know we always be talking about color, but really, like, color almost don't matter. It'd be like the color that matter is green to a lot of people. You like, back to Drake being black. Listen. Drake is Jewish, okay? He's Jewish, all right? Matter of fact, I need you to take a listen to this excellent debate. We might as well wrap this up with we're gonna make this video nice and long, because you ain't had nothing to do anyway, okay? We got with an excellent debate between Glasses Malone and Big Court, okay? Take a listen to this debate real quick.
Why is it crazy that I'm telling you that Drake is Madonna as a musician, as a rapper? So if you're not from street urban culture, you're not a hip hop artist.
You have hip hop artists that are from the suburbs.
They're not hip hop artists.
But they are. They do hip hop music.
No, what is hip hop music?
You just said it's street urban culture.
So
Eminem ain't from the
Of course he is.
But he do hip hop.
No, that's not. He is from the street urban culture. He's not from some wealthy community, middle class community.
No, but I'm saying in street in the context of what when you say street urban culture, you mean streets, right?
Yeah, but see now you see where you getting wrong at right now. You're thinking about it. Why is it crazy that I'm telling you that Drake is Madonna as a musician, as a rapper?
It just doesn't connect for me. I don't see the correlation.
Why not?
I mean, they're both big artists.
Not just that.
You see that, man? You see that? I love people. And I love debates, man. I love listening to people go back and forth. You know what I'm saying? That man said being black being black also doesn't necessarily make you the culture. I said, golly, shout out to Big Court with intelligent conversation. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Glasses Malone with the intelligent debate and conversation. Look, Big Court was one of the only interviews that we ever did. You know that? Well, it's a while back. I can't even find a video but we did it. We did it with Big Court. You know what I'm saying? And bro honored us with his presence. You follow me? So a tremendous shout out to Big Court. Tremendous shout out to Glasses Malone. You know what I'm saying? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below, man. Be sure to like. Be sure to subscribe, man. Thanks for tuning in. Yeah, I mean that when I say that, man. Hit us with a like, man. Come on, man. The more you like the video, you know, they're going to spread it out a little bit, man. You're going to help us out. You know what I'm saying? It's the least you could do. Okay? Appreciate you for that, man. Thanks for tuning in to Celeb Source, your source for celeb news.